Well, let's have a look at our top 8. Sam Avezou, Yoshiyuki Ogata, Paul Jenft, Yuta Imaizumi, Dohyun Lee, Shion Omata, Taisei Himma, and Sorato Anraku. Sam Avezou then, 23 years old. The lead for the European champs, he was second. He won the boulder. And boulder and lead, he also won. So nearly made it the clean sweep in terms of being the European champ. And they are physical moves here. And the setters said that actually this sequence was really quite difficult down low.
I think it's just finding the right spot to grab, and also how steep it is might change the game a little bit.
Yeah, the setters have been really wrestling with this problem, which is, you know, especially for qualification, you don't want people falling off too low. And yet when you've got a 55-degree overhang, that's a very tricky bit of setting to do. And still make it challenging enough, obviously. We don't want it to be a juggling. Okay, Sam is approaching the first of the really hard moves here. This big kind of throw to a no-tax. He doesn't pause at all. Wow. And then a jump on no-tax.
Used to it.
I've tried to climb on those things, and the idea of jumping into them is...
But how locked off he is, though, he's definitely not liking it, but making it work still.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're getting used to it by now.
I have yet to fully touch and climb on it. I've touched it a few times, but I have never really climbed on it. How does it feel to climb on those holes, especially on the elite route?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried it on lead route. I've tried it in boulder. I mean, it's just as you'd expect. There's just no friction on it. I mean, it's one of those, if you sort of suspend disbelief, it works okay. Like, if you don't think about it too hard.
But once you think about it being a dirt tax.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I think. Well, Sam is cleanly through anyway. And has a drop knee in. And there's this move here, the setters were telling us, is pretty old school, the big drop knees. Sam stretches up, kicks right. A few tricks along the way here. Alright, Sam has a look up.
It's quite, also I was going to mention that in female final round earlier, but we see a few female climber to time out, but we never really see a male climber to time out on the lead route.
Yeah, I mean, most men seem to fall off the routes. You know, like the difficulty level seems really tough.
And I think the pace is also like usually faster. I can't really remember anyone who's like super slow and steady in terms of climbing time compared to female climbers.
Yeah. Well, Sam hasn't done this quick draw from the position, changes position, kicks the right foot up. And then crosses through. He's done really well, you know. Oh, creeps up to that right hand.
Left hand doesn't look good either.
No, and he falls right just above the head wall for Sam. So around about 34 is his high point. So this is down low on these big balls, and they're difficult because there's a lot that you could hold on to, but only bits of it that actually feel good in the correct body position. This was the big throw with the right hand. And the clip. This is later on. So this is where he fell.
The left hand sloper looks nasty.
Okay, next athlete out will be Yoshiyuki Ogata. You know, when we had more defined boulder and lead seasons, he said, I'm just not in shape for lead, so I'm just going to climb really fast. You know, and that was what he was telling me.
But someone who's not ready for a lead final is not going to make
no, exactly.
final just by speeding it faster.
No, I think it's just become his technique now. You know, it's the way he does it.
He is climbing fast.
He is climbing fast. It's good to see. I think time is less important on this men's route compared to the women's route. Making quick work of this sequence. It's tougher than it looks here. Yoshiyuki drops the right foot underneath and gets the clip in before committing to the no-tex. Hits it now, eyes up the left. He's going to have to just leap for it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Wow.
He had a heel hook on the left hand.
Well, there we go. That's maybe a less risky way to do it.
And maybe it's just his own way to do it. He looks quite focused.
Yeah, he does indeed. Lots of time on the clock as well. That was close, though. Right hand, which is blocked by that white hold.
I was a little bit worried for that move now because his right foot hit the Durtex part before he hit the friction part. Less than 2 minutes in, and he's already almost 2 thought up on the wall.
Yeah, and again gets a high heel. Has to make room for his hand as he rocks up on that heel and changes it into a toe.
He's starting to be a little shaky.
Isn't he? There's the clip. I think he's in some trouble here.
I think the next one looks quite decent.
If he can turn it, hits the double Gastons. What a fight.
And somehow makes the clip work. That's insane. Now he finds a better spot and just keeps going anyways.
I cannot believe this. No! Well, he falls.
I think I was saying that about
Yeah, and then you get her teammate who just did that sequence where it's all going everywhere, arms and hands. It's cool to see. This is what makes climbing so brilliant. It's just that differences between people.
And this is how it works the best for him too.
Yes, it does. It works, and it's brilliant to see. And this was coming back and forth at the top. You can see the camera team waiting for him to climb towards them. And then this is where it finally went. And a big fall down. Okay, 2 gone. This men's final speeding through. Paul Jenft is up next. That time, by the way, on the right is the time he has until he technically has to pull onto the wall. Athletes get 40 seconds to reread the route, and then the time will reset to 6 minutes, as you can see. There's a mono down there. I didn't spot that before. Mono is when you use just one finger on a hold. I'm glad they didn't put that on the overhand.
Huh?
It'd be a bit like Action Direct on this wall if they put it in like 9A, in a 9A plus, whatever it is.
Maybe someday.
Awkward that clip there. He's going to have to change that right leg under. There he goes. Paul actually looking like he's working pretty hard here. Wow, that's a high heel. Okay, up to the side pull. Gets the hips into the wall as he comes out onto that left hold, which is pretty good. But the next ones, remember, you can see how clear they are. No texture at all.
And getting the clip in before, because I think the last 2 had the clips out after they had the clear holds.
Yes, and that means he's going to have to make this clip off the no-tex, which is risky, and with a heel. This is... Oh. Yeah, about to say, you want your hands on some kind of a friction before doing this.
Double heels.
For a man who's 196 centimeters, he's very flexible.
I mean, you gotta be with such a height.
That's true.
I think being kind of shorter in the average group and being kind of taller in the average group, you have to be flexible in a certain way to fit in the box that they're a little bit outside of.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to find your way through that height. Okay, brings his feet up now. Sitting on that heel again.
I mean, he's not slow, but after watching Yoshiyuki Ogata climb on this route, he looks like he's taking his time to make each move work.
Right, kicks the foot over, a little skip of the feet there. Shakes out, breathes deeply. Just over halfway-ish now. This is where Yoshiyuki, it's starting to go a little bit to pieces for him.
Seems like route setters this time have made the target of the route to be like climbed up into the very last part of it and have a better fight in the last section where it gets a little tricky and time consumed and also a little complex.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, this is where it's quite complicated with the hands here, actually. And you've got to do lots of changes in direction.
And this is where all of them so far have started to look a little uncomfortable. And he did that same hand sequence Yoshiyuki did. Do you think that was intended?
I have no idea. But certainly, yeah, he seemed to get a little bit tired. Something happened there in that move. And look now with that shake of the leg as well. Big move up towards the slope, but that's the high point of Sam Avezou, which he matches. Oh, the foot goes. Now we'll wait to see if those scores are updated. I think he should be in the lead.
The comeback.
Yeah, so we'll wait for that to come through. Well, this was the replay up towards his expression holds, I think, right? With the X?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big swing, and then that right foot, you can see the jib he slipped on higher up by his sort of shin now. And there it was, watch that right foot. Yeah, pinged and gone. So Yuta Imaizumi comes out onto the stage. It hasn't been... He had a bit of a break in terms of competition from 21 to 24.
I think he just didn't make it to the team, which is very stacked field, especially for the lead. Well, for bouldering as well.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Doesn't make it to the team and then makes straight semi-finals since getting back onto the team and 2 finals. Incredible.
I'm really happy to have him back on the stage though, because he's been working hard.
Yeah, to keep the focus for sort of 3 years of having to do, I presume, nationals and keep proving yourself, and you know.
It's just always really impressive for those competitors like Yuta or Mao, because they were both off from the World Cup circuit for a couple of years, and they kept on training to get into the national team. And then Mao actually won a 3rd place overall in bouldering, and now he is in the final stage.
Yeah, I know that some of the Japanese coaches just sort of have an absolute nightmare in terms of, wow, that was a big adjustment on the Rotex. Yeah, have a nightmare in terms of quotas, and the quota system is changing next year as well, which is going to make it even harder. Yeah.
Yuta's mom's here today, and I heard that he was really, really happy to have made it to final in front of his mom.
That's lovely. Yeah, pretty close to Japan, South Korea, like a couple of hours flight.
A lot of parents are coming here to watch.
Very cool. He looked very comfortable on the Rotex.
They're in the same pace so far.
And that drop knee in. I'm looking good at the moment. Very comfortable.
Nice and secure.
Yeah, that right foot hasn't moved. Look, he's not adjusted it at all. Just hit the bit of friction.
I think he's a little nervous though, because it's been a little bit... Well, maybe not, because he made it to finals in Busan.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Second finals, you know, your parents are here, you know, the selectors are watching. This is the last chance to prove yourself. There's a lot of pressure. Right, he's horizontal with the heel now, but I'm not sure. He's very low. Yeah, he slips. Trying to put that heel in. We might see a replay of it in a sec. And this was his moves as he was down low. Came through, nice drop knee. swinging down. All right, well, that's our top 4 as things stand. Dohyun Lee, Shion Omata, Taisei Himma and Sorato Anraku will finish off our competition. So Dohyun Lee, and what a reaction from him. Did brilliantly at the OQS. He won the first round, came second in Budapest. Went to the Olympics, was 15th, maybe a bit disappointed by that. But since then, he's gone away. He won Prague, he won the boulder the other day. He could make it 2 gold medals. And I remember Colin Duffy doing that in Innsbruck, and it was a huge deal.
Oh yeah, I remember that too, and that was incredible. Because they had been just doing comps back and back. I saw him earlier after the semi-finals, and he didn't really look tired.
Yeah, he's just a great athlete to watch climbing. And at 22, he's got so much future ahead of him as well.
He did look a little shaky on the semi-final round, but he does look a lot more kind of locked in.
Yeah, we both thought he looked kind of cold in that round, like not warmed up at the beginning, but he sort of shook that off in the second half of the semis route. Okay, no text to come though. It stretches up towards it. He'll be very used to this on the boulder seat. Different method, very static into it. It was set as a bit of a jumpy pop to it, but most people have found different ways through.
Maybe they're a little bit more used to clear holes than setters thought they did.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's also harder to expect how they're going to react to those dual tax holds, because it's one of the first times that we've seen on the circuit.
Yeah, we were all waiting for that one to happen. It finally has. Good stuff from Dohyun Lee at the moment. First half done. That's the easy bit. And I say easy, you know what I mean.
And as it gets to the teal, that's when the first battle starts. And we are yet to see the final section to be climbed.
Yeah, Dohyun kicks that foot out to the right. About halfway now. Now this is where it's gone wrong for a few people, this sequence.
I think not the next hold, but the hold after looks like an undercling, but also slopey at the same time.
That one there above his head, you mean?
Yeah.
When he touched, yeah, there.
Getting their foot up high is gonna kind of use their energy, and then you have to go down back low again to something that puts you away and pushes you out to the left, because you can't really pinch because it's a Jortex on the thumb side.
All right, well, he's crouched down just before the angle change from 25 degrees to 10 degrees.
And he keeps going.
That's Paul Jenft's high point. Same score as Sam Avezou. Countback making the difference, and he's really close now to surpassing them. Watch that right foot, it sticks.
And gets a clip in as well.
Yeah, so now it's a case of putting some distance so the other athletes can't catch you, and there's 3 of them to come. Dohyun Lee will rest a little bit and chalk out here high on the head wall. Look at that kick, he's still got some energy here. Now this is an interesting sequence here. There's some underclings to come.
And 2 little jibs on the top.
Yeah, no text for the rest of it.
I remember it being textured on the side where they have a foothold.
Yeah.
But because of the angle, maybe they put a jib, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, let's see. And he would have found it quite difficult to spot those jibs from the ground.
Yeah, we didn't know there were jibs.
No.
Now we see it.
Yeah, we asked the setters about it, but you couldn't see them.
he moving off?
Yeah, his best finish was 6th before at a World Cup lead event. So it looks like he might get a PB here. Now the mantle. You kind of want to go right though. Really awkward. Keep an eye on the time as well. We're less than a minute now.
Making it work. And the right foot up too. Left foot up.
Right, he has got time. 47 seconds. Are we going to see a top from Dohyun Lee? This is thumbs underneath as he gets stood up. Doesn't like it. Can't find the right jib.
Got the toe hook under it.
If you can hear that noise, Korean TV next to us is going crazy on this one. Dohyun
20
steps,
seconds left. Should be enough.
fires up, and he hits it. Oh, and he falls at the top.
That was so close. So now we know if a male climber gets all the way to the top, then it's possible for them to time out as well.
Yep. Yeah, suddenly the time caught up with him, didn't it? I suddenly noticed it go below a minute. It's like, ooh.
I mean, he did spend a lot of time resting it once he got to the last section of the wall. And he struggled a little bit by the undercling that we were talking about. Just a few moves before this replay.
He was very close, eh? Okay, Shion Omata will be out next. Yeah, Shion Omata may always tell us a story that he forgot his harness just before one of the events and had to run back and get it. Great story. Okay, Shion. Wow. When he pulls off the ground, he's got to start climbing. Off he goes. I tell you what, he made that first move look pretty hard work, didn't he? Kind of a bit nasty coming up to the mono. It's a pinch into a mono, so not the easiest start off the ground.
So he doesn't look that short, but he's one of the shortest climbers in the Japanese team, and I think it's registered as 162.
Yes, 162.
But he's around 164.
Okay. You've shortchanged him on height. Sorry about that, Shield. Okay, he's not looking flowy yet.
No, I don't know. Well, he's one of the people who always get nervous right before his climb.
Maybe he just needs to climb himself into this a bit. Okay, yeah, he's just not there yet. Feet through, and there's a scary sequence of moves to come here. Hasn't made the clip, now we'll do it off the no-tax. High heel, which is another risky way.
Double heel seemed to be a theme of the comp this time, because we saw a couple in female final round, and we have already seen a couple in men's final round.
He breathes deeply, yeah. It's like he almost gave himself a bit of a talking to there. Come on, you're all good.
A little bit slower than the people who climbed before, but should still be enough.
We know that time could be a factor if they get to the top of this route. So worth keeping an eye on, but he's got plenty at the moment. Okay. Out.
I think we won't, I think we've just seen fast climbers up until now. And this is maybe the normal pace.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, this is the normal speed. Okay, blocked crimp to come. Sorry, side pull to come, and he hits that. And then that flick out with the legs. He was a bit inaccurate with the foot. He's kind of got half on the no-tex, half on the tex. Tex, is that a word? On the friction, I guess.
Both, I think.
If it's no-tex, surely it should be tex. I don't know. Okay, hard sequence to read coming up here.
And it gets a lot powerful here. And this is where we've been seeing people start shaking over this slopey underclingy hold.
So there are the high points so far. Dohyun way out in front of 45 plus.
Choose to match in Gaston instead of a cross.
Seems to have found his flow a bit now.
Yeah, but a little bit slow. I wonder if he's going to keep on this pace.
High heel.
And then get the clip in first. Smart. Struggles a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty stretched out here. Now, if he were fallen on this right toe, he's got to commit to it. Gets a low left heel. Wow.
And this is the move where we lost two people.
Oh, we lose him as well. It's that right jib. Nasty holds. Oh, this was him down low when he wasn't quite settled in yet. I tell you what, Dohyun Lee guaranteed a medal as well now. So that's 2 out of 2 for him. So there's the kick out to the right. No problem through this sequence, actually.
It did look a little stiff the entire time.
And let's watch this right foot. I thought he was okay. Actually, I tell you, he didn't really slip off the right foot.
No, I think it was his body that was a little bit too far out from the wall.
All right, Taisei Himma, penultimate athlete out onto the stage, and this man is a true fighter, isn't he?
Yep.
Who never gives up. Toby currently, by the way, for the overall, is in first position, and it's pretty complicated in order to work out if he can be taken off the top spot. But Taisei certainly needs to win this competition in order for that to happen, and a few other results to go his way. I think Toby is looking pretty likely.
Okay, a lot of like what ifs to happen.
Yes. But Taisei, whatever, would need to top it. Oh, sorry, need to win the competition. So currently Dohyun Lee 45 plus, Shion Omata 35, and Paul Jenft 34 plus. That's our podium at the moment.
You know, talking about Jessie Pills, when she had that dedication of winning the overall, and then being here for that, maybe Taisei has that same thing where she's like aiming for that win.
Maybe. Jessie was like, I talked to Jessie a lot, obviously, being on the circuit, and I've never seen her as happy chatting to her on stage, mainly before the camera was on. But she was so just, you could just tell it was almost like relief that she'd achieved what she wanted to do. It'd been a fantastic season for her. It was just, I don't know, I'm very happy for her. Now, talking about Taisei Himma, he's not the fastest climber in the world. That's worth keeping an eye on. You can see him resting here for quite a while. He made a match on that hold. The set said to us it's a one-handed jug, but it's only one hand. Not if you're Taisei Himma.
You give anyone a jug and they'll just match even if it's blocked.
Yeah.
I've tried to block so many jugs while I was setting. They'll just match.
Does it drive you crazy sometimes?
No.
Or is it a challenge?
I think it's just expectations that we have as setters sometimes. Hey, this shouldn't be matched. But, you know, they don't have any expectations. They just climb what they can do.
And just a reminder to everyone listening again, May is not the setter for this route. She is a setter. She has set at IFSC comps, but she didn't do this one.
Nope.
I bet you'd like to know Monday.
Yeah, I would really love to. I'm working my way towards that to be in a team.
Oh, Taisei! Big mistake from him. Well, let's have a look at this again. This was the...
I think he was trying to let go and it felt uncomfortable. Or he was trying to hold that.
Yeah, he tried to drop into it.
Without swinging his right foot out.
So here we go. Final athlete. Final. And Sorato needs second or higher and other results to go his way. So, for the overall. All right, Sorato wiggles the finger into that mono, commits to it, stands up. I did not expect Taisei to fall there.
Not that early. Especially he didn't look that shaky or like tensed up. Sorato still for me is such a wild card. I can't really expect how he climbs on the route. Sometimes he doesn't look like he's flowing up on the wall and he just like makes everything work perfectly. And sometimes if something looks a little off and he has a small mistake and off the wall.
Yeah, you're very, very right. He was good in semi-finals, did well there. So today might be his day. He's got to get through a few tricky sequences down low first of all.
He was also happy with his qualification climb, I think.
Yeah, I think he should be. Oh, big jump there. And of course that silver medal in Paris, that fight between him and Toby. Toby Roberts not at this competition. He did a lot after the Olympics.
Much needed rest for those Olympic athletes.
Yes, now I think they can finally chill now the season's done. I'm not sure how many are going to Neon. I haven't seen the starting list yet. Okay, so out of the 55, less steep from now on as he reaches above his head into that pinch, nice and big, and a bump right and a bit of an adjustment. He's doing what Taisei did, just hesitating here. I really hope he doesn't try to do the same thing.
I just want to stay quiet for a second.
Okay,
and he makes it work.
Yeah. Okay, so Sorato's through that scary moment.
Casually campusing in the middle of the route. And starting to hit the part that we were talking about. Gets a little powerful, gets a little hesitating, and a lot of body positioning involved.
Yes, right, he's got to keep this together. Drops that left foot down, smearing on the wall. What's he going to do? He crosses underneath, doesn't like it, crosses over the top, and then spins.
And gets his own position right.
Crowd gasping along. I'm sure they're stuck in two minds here. They would love to see Dohyun win.
That was a nice left foot positioning there. He had his left foot out all the way flagging out, and that, I think, kept himself really close to the wall instead of having it right below where their right hand was before going to the cramp.
Good work from Sorato then.
Not resting.
No.
I'm a little nervous now.
I know, with Sorato, I just never know if he's fresh or not, you know. Now he looks like he's having to battle, but so did Dohyun at this point. Oh, just
barely making it work. And this is where also Dohyun kind of hesitated to keep standing because the thumb doesn't look that good. And making the toe hook work as well.
Yes, but that is Dohyun's high point, and I think Sorato looks fresher here.
I don't know, anything can happen.
Left foot up. Oh, just.
Oh.
So that should be Sorato.
That should be Sorato winning.
There it is on the screen. So Sorato takes it. Same score as Dohyun Lee, but count back. Dohyun coming so close to double golds, but he's going to have to settle for a silver. And Sorato wins the last comp of the year.
Really happy.
14th in Boulder. Finally, he gets the gold medal that will seal his season nicely. Good stuff from Sorato Anraku. Falling at the same points. And I've just got some results coming from our stat team that Toby is first. He can't be caught, obviously. And then Omata will make the end of season podium 2. And that will come after the broadcast finishes. This was him underneath. That's the nasty hold, actually. It's a good angle to show just how horrible it was. That underclink. Up to those crimps. Fired left. fell at the same point as Dohyun. Count back making the difference. Let's get the confirmation. Sorato Anraku in first, then Dohyun Lee second. Shion Omata gets on the podium in third. Jenft to Sam Avezou fourth and fifth. Yoshiyuki Ogata, Yuta Imaizumi and Taisei Himma. Sorato, congratulations, a gold medal. What a fantastic way to finish your season. How are you feeling?
I'm just happy to get a gold medal this year, finally.
You had a silver medal at the Olympics. You had a silver medal recently as well. Gold must feel pretty good for you. It must feel so good to finally get a gold medal. Have you been training hard for this moment?
Yeah, of course, but this competition, Toby did not compete in Korea, so I'm happy now, but I have to train more.
Are you looking forward to competing against Toby next year?
Yes, I want to beat Toby.
Do you think Toby is your biggest competitor at the moment?
Yeah, his concentration is so high. Yeah.
Well, Sorato, you're pretty good yourself. Congratulations on this gold medal. Enjoy some rest now and see you next year.
Thank you. See you next year.
Who train blood, sweat and tears on the wall in order to be the best in the world. We'll be back though in 2025 for another packed World Cup season. My name is Matt Groom. Thank you for joining me all year. I can't wait to see you next year for more IFSC climbing action.
Third place, representing Japan, Sorato Anraku. Second place, representing Japan, Shion Omata. A winner of the IFSC Elite Men World Cup Series 2024, representing